Hello Armory users, this is my second video on how to use Armory. As you can see, Armory has now synced to the network and is online. You can use all your functions of Armory now. And to show you how this works, I have sent a small balance of 0.01 to my wallet. Now, the one thing I didn't go over in the previous video was sending bitcoins. To send bitcoins, all you have to do is click on the button. You can either manually enter an address, or you can choose one from your address book. Once you can add addresses to your address book as you send them. It will ask you if you want to add them to your address book. Then you'll choose the amount of bitcoins you want to add. If you click max, must not have worked because I didn't put in an address, but if you click max, it will it'll automatically enter the entire balance of your wallet minus the transaction fee, which would be the maximum amount of bitcoins that you could send out of here. You can add a comment for the transaction, and you can add and subtract recipients as you need to, so you can send to multiple people at once. Down here, however, is the transaction fee. The common transaction fee used to be around 0.0005, and it still is for larger transactions, usually of at least 0.01 or 0.1 Bitcoin. But now the transaction fee for anything lower than $10 or even a little more is usually just 0.0001, which makes it a lot easier to send small amounts. Like, if I wanted to send the balance of my wallet, I wouldn't include a transaction fee of 0.0005. I'd only make it 1. That pretty much goes over sending bitcoins. Wallet properties, it's still the same, except now you can see that it shows the balance of the addresses in my wallet. Now, I'll show you what it looks like. If you click receive bitcoins, it'll automatically generate another address. If you go back into wallet properties, you can see that it shows how many transactions each address has, the comment on them that will show up in transactions, and their respective balances. Now, before we couldn't click on this, but here's the transactions tab. On the very left here, you'll see this number 1. It stands for 1 out of 6 confirmations that Armory accepts for it shows up as money in your balance over here, and it will go away from unconfirmed. Spendable funds is the amount of money you have minus the amount of bitcoins that have 0 confirmations. This one has 1, so it's still going to show up in spendable funds, but also unconfirmed because it doesn't have 6 yet. Maximum funds is all of your transactions, whether they're unconfirmed or not. And here's just general information about the transaction. You have the confirmations, the date, the green arrow into the wallet obviously means received, and sent will look like a red arrow out of the wallet on the other side. Wallet here is the wallet that you received it from, because you can have multiple wallets here that have different chain codes and everything. Comments is the comment for the address, and the amount is the amount. You can filter your transactions by which wallets, but since we only have one wallet, it's not necessary. That's it for this video. My next video will go over setting up an offline Armory wallet and how to send a transaction from an offline Armory wallet using an online Armory wallet.